I got mine. Okay. Hey, people. So I'm kind of late. That's matter of job. It's so hot here. Anyway, this stream was actually a copy of a stream that I did on Friday about black-eyed children. Now, before I did this, I had to do some research into exactly what black-eyed children are. Are they actually children? Are they not? And that. And from the information that I got from my research, and also the information I got from my guide in regards to the spiritual dangers of these creatures, if I'll call them that. Well, the stuff that I found out is kind of disturbing, and that, there's been multiple counts of, and not just North America either. Okay, I'm talking about, Canada, U.S., UK, pretty all over the world. Okay, it's not just restricted to one country. Okay, and that's basically these beings, and that basically what their goal is to do is to deceive people that live in households. Like, to kind of give you an example, and that a couple of kids walk up to a door, and then now you almost think a couple of kids walk up the door, why they knock on the door would be, like a child's knock, like do, 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 like light knocks. Not these things. It's a bang, bang, bang. Now, only an adult can drive enough force to make a knock that loud. Okay, it only makes sense. And that, but with a couple of kids, a couple of knocks would make more sense. So, really, if anybody was ever being visited by these beings, okay, the way they knock on the door with such aggressiveness, you'd almost think there'd be an adult on the other side of the door, not a couple of kids. And that, but for anybody that was to open up the door and see a couple of kids looking down, okay, to me, that's suspicious in itself. Not to mention, how when you approach a child, and also, by the way, the age range usually when it comes to these black-eyed children are usually between 6 and 16 years of age. Okay, well, you almost think, especially if you see a couple of kids, say around 8 or 9 years of age, or even 7 years of age, okay, you get the feeling of innocence, mischievousness, childlike or childish behavior, which is normal for kids. Okay, you don't really feel anything evil from kids. Okay, even if the kids are up to no good. Okay, there's that innocence about them. Okay, well, with black-eyed children, you don't get that. Okay, what you get instead, and then basically, is you get the feeling of negativity, of dread, of hatred, anything negative. Okay, can you hang on just 1 second? Can you lower the volume down a little bit? Okay. What level is it now? 15. You put down the 10 until I'm off. I'll let you know when I'm off. Thanks. Sorry about that. Anyway, about these kids, it's just anything, if you ever approach a child like that, and all you get is the feeling of negativity, you get the feeling of dread, the feeling of, like I said, anything of a negative nature, okay, something's definitely wrong, okay? Plus, with them looking down all the time, And that I know the first thing I would do is, okay, kids, look up. Let me see your face. Okay. Now, if they say, well, we can't, why not? Okay. Do they have something to hide? I say, hey, before we go anywhere, I need to see your face. That way we're being honest. Now, from the research that I've done, and that usually a being like, I'm not even calling them children. A being like that would usually have either a pale or a gray face and dark sunken in eyes. Their eyes are completely black. Okay. And naturally, if someone would see a face like that and eyes like that, that would freak people out and slam the door shut. And to me, that's the wisest thing to do. Okay, because these beings were never on the earth plane to begin with. Okay, they're from the lower regions of the spirit world. So basically, they're sent by, some kind of negative energy, demonic force, whatever we want to put it, and that. But it's definitely they're definitely from the lower regions, and that. And what they want to do basically is they want you to invite them in. And once they're invited, they go in. Okay, that's when they start saying, oh, can we stay until our parents get here? We're lost. Well, one question is, if they do have parents, how do the parents know where they are? Okay, I would ask them, okay, your parents are on the way. How did you notify your parents? And they say, well, we called them. I said, well, can I have your parents' number? And so I can call them just to confirm they're coming to the right address. You see, they said, like I know one story was that the kids were invited in. They said their parents were on the way. They asked them how they contacted their parents, and they said, oh, we called them, but they just left it at that. They didn't go into greater detail. Well, when the parents arrived, get this, the parents didn't arrive at the front door. They're at the end of the driveway. And when I saw them, it didn't even look like a man and a woman, just like a couple of black shapes. And that freaked the homeowner out even more. They knew something was definitely wrong. And I think there's actually a documentary and a movie based on black-eyed children. And I haven't seen them, and I haven't seen it yet. So you can draw your own conclusion as to what you think black-eyed children are. Personally, I'd say they're followers of demons. Okay, they're never born here. They're never human. But if you do see a couple of kids, black eyes, on your front doorstep, and they say, we have to come in, please let us in, I say, whoa, I'm not inviting you in until I see your face, I see your eyes. And if they refuse, they say, okay, I'll tell you what, if you're not coming in, I'll stay out here. And if you're not going to tell me where you're from or anything like that, I'll tell you what, that's called the police. And they deal with that, because this could be a missing kids thing. Basically, to confront them that way, usually they'll make them, more angry, disappear, run off, whatever, and that. But to confront them, never welcome them in, never invite them in, especially if they look the way they do or they act really suspiciously. Because if you invite them into the house, one, I said you're inviting in a demon into your house. And second of all, even if they were real children, and that you're taking on responsibility for someone else's problems. So really, if they're acting really suspiciously, okay, you're not the person to deal with it. The police will take care of it. Okay, but in this case, when it comes to the feeling that you get, the feeling of evil, the feeling of dread, the feeling of hatred, the feeling of uh, overwhelming sorrow, whatever, and that's usually a red flag. Looking at them is another red flag. It's like, okay, you're not going in my house. Okay. But see, unfortunately, a lot of people don't understand the story behind black-eyed children. Okay. And they say, oh, poor kitties. Come on now, make you hot chocolate and get them cookies and welcome in. And that's when trouble really starts. And usually they say that either the homeowner becomes cursed or the house itself becomes cursed. And if that's the case, then that's when you need to bring in a religious leader like a reverend or a pastor or whatever to come in to either cleanse or bless the house. And if that doesn't work, an exorcism, because you welcomed in the demon. And at least that's from with research that I've done. And I hope the people that listen to this video would never, ever, ever have to deal with that. So the smart thing is, if a couple of kids come up to the front door, they're acting suspiciously, they have their head down, chances are there's something definitely wrong. Never invite them in. Okay, and if they don't go away, call the police. And the best thing to do is to keep an eye on the kids until the police come. And if the police come and say, okay, what's the issue? These kids are lost, and I need you to find out. And I said, I don't feel comfortable in welcoming them in. Can you take them, help them find their parents? Okay, that's the legal way of dealing with it. Usually the kids won't stick around if that happens, but if they do, So, but like I said, I did a video, a live stream yesterday, and that on StreamYard. And what I'll do is I'll link in the description below to that video, okay? And also I'm also linking some groups that I belong to. One's a SWYPT, Southwest Yorkshire Paranormal Team, and the other one is Derek Green Psychic Medium. Okay, I'll leave a link in the description below for that group, as well as the SWYPT page that I use for live streams on Monday. Okay, I'll leave all of that, as well as our sister group, White Rose Paranormal. Okay, I'll leave a link to that group in the description below for that. Okay, so anyway, it's kind of late here, so I just want to do a kind of a quick stream about these beings and that. And you see, because I work with spirit children all the time, when I first found out about black-eyed children, I thought, ugh, that doesn't sound good. And I thought, the more people that learn about these beings, the better. That way they're prepared in case they ever do show up. You'll have an idea what what to do. And so anyway, people, for those who are new to the channel and you want to see watch some more content that I'll be putting out very soon, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out. I don't get paid for this. I do it because I love doing it, because I love helping others and that. And my guide gives me new topics every week, which this is one of them and that. And what next week topic is going to be, I have no idea. My guide hasn't told me yet and that. But this one I feel very strong about, so I'm hoping that you get even just a little bit out of this stream, out of this video, and that. So anyway, thank you very, very much for watching this video. And like I said, if you liked it, please like, share, and subscribe, as I said, and that. And if you got something out of this, fantastic. That's all I like to hear. So anyway, people, my next stream will be, I do streams Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays usually. Okay, the Monday one is usually just update what's going on wherever, just a very brief stream. The Wednesday one is StreamYard, and my Friday one is YouTube. Okay, so anyway, so if you got any questions, in the comments below. Please share your experiences. If you have any questions, comments below. I'd love to answer them for you. And keep you safe. Okay, so anyway, God bless everybody. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Okay, God bless. Love and light.